Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I was wondering, what if Patrick Mahomes was drafted by the Browns? Because the year Patrick Mahomes was drafted, the Browns had the number one overall pick, and they took Myles Garrett over Patrick Mahomes. But today, we're going to put Mahomes on the current Browns as a rookie and see if he was as successful as he was in Kansas City. Stick around and find out. He's going to start off 21 years old, and he's going to have some career goals. His goals are he needs to win at least 3 Super Bowls like he has in real life. He has to finish number one in Browns history in passing yards and passing touchdowns, which shouldn't be too hard because Browns QBs are terrible. And then he has to win at least 3 MVPs. Here's a look at the offense. He's got 2 rookie running backs with hidden dev. His receivers stink, but he's used to that. He's got Harold Fannin, so hopefully they make a good connection. David Njoku's a starter for now, though. And by the way, we're gonna make every decision automated. We're gonna have the CPU do everything. Here's the defense. 2 good rookies. The team is all right, I would say. Maybe Mahomes can bring them to the playoffs. I don't see him making a Super Bowl run, but maybe the playoffs. We're gonna simulate to mid-season and see how they're doing. At mid-season, Cleveland Browns are 4-3. Mahomes, good season. Ew, why does he got so many interceptions? Maybe it isn't a good season. He's got almost 2,000 yards already. Only 10 touchdowns. 7 interceptions is disgusting. And a 61 completion percentage is not good. Who are his best receivers? Cedric Tillman getting most of the work. Harold Fannin. So he is building a good chemistry with Harold Fannin like he did with Travis Kelce. Jerry Judy's alright. It's kind of rare to see 2 tight ends with 300 yards at midseason, I feel like. He's leading the number 5 defense. They are third in pass yards. Rushing yards, they are bottom of 3. Passing touchdowns, yeah, not really close. Points per game, yeah, they're not close for that either. Here's the team at mid-season. Quinshon Judkins, star development. Cam Robinson's injured. But starting offense is looking pretty good. On the defense, yeah, Mason Graham's hurt. And Carson Schwechinger's only a star, but defense looks good. We're going to advance to the playoffs, and hopefully the Cleveland Browns are there. We made to the playoffs. We're 10-7. We just beat the Bengals last week, and now we're going to have to play them again in the playoffs. Wow. 5,000 yards for Mahomes. 31 touchdowns, 12 picks is meh. 62 completion percentage is not good, though. He was sacked 64 times, so maybe that has something to do with it. Through the air, 1,379 yards for Cedric Tillman. But Harold Fannin with 1,000 yards as a tight end is insane. I don't know if I've ever seen 1,300 yards from a tight end. Like, they don't give tight ends good seasons. If you guys were wondering why I chose the Browns, is because they're known as the worst franchise in football because they ruin quarterbacks. So I wanted to see if Mahomes could change that. He's up to a 97 now after a great season. He might have won MVP, and that would get him closer to one of his goals. Okay, we're higher overall than the Bengals. We're going to advance next week, and hopefully we win. Let's see if we won. Continue. We did. 31-21. We actually beat the Bengals. Okay, we played the 2 seed Bills. On the other side of the bracket, we got 1 seed Broncos playing the 4 seed Colts. So if we win, we're gonna hope for the Colts. The Bills are 11-6, so they're a game better than us. We're gonna advance to the championship game and see if we're there. We won. Dude, Patrick Mahomes might actually be the GOAT. Even when Mahomes is on the Browns, Josh Allen still can't beat him. He was one passing yard shy of tying Mahomes. Josh Allen might be the worst playoff quarterback I've ever seen, besides C.J. Stroud and maybe Justin Herbert. But yeah. By the way, if you guys are enjoying my videos, I really appreciate it if you could please comment any video ideas, and I promise you I'll make them. I just want ideas to make videos for, and if you comment, I will make that video. Brandon Cooks went for 129 yards. Jerry Jeudy was our number one target, not 8 catches, 93 yards. Jamari Thrash had a good game and scores a touchdown, and Fannin scored a touchdown. Fannin might go up to superstar this year. They're 2 higher overall than us, but maybe we can still get the win. And we do. 35-28. Mahomes' first season on the Browns, and he's in the Super Bowl. Looks like we're going to be playing the 16-1 Eagles, who just barely squeaked past the 49ers. Our whole team has sucked except for our offense and passing yards. That's insane. Okay, here we are. They're 4 overall higher than us. We're going to check the yearly awards. And he couldn't win MVP. He came in 4th. He had 5,000 pass yards and he doesn't win MVP. Come on. Offensive Rookie. How did Harold Fannin not win Offensive Rookie of the Year? My guy had 1,300 receiving yards as a tight end and like 6 touchdowns? Oh my gosh. On defense, Carson Schwetzinger came in 3rd. Mason Graham was up there. No awards. Here's the team. Jerry Jeudy got superstar. Cedric Tillman got star. Harold Fannin got star. So the offense looks way different now. On defense, Ronnie Hickman got star, but that's it. Or maybe Malik Collins got star. I don't know. We're going to simulate the Super Bowl. Mahomes is playing the Eagles, who he's already played in the Super Bowl 2 times. This is the 3rd time. Well, I guess this is technically the 1st time because his career restart. So they're going to get a 3-and-out, and hopefully the Browns can drive downfield now, and they don't, so they're going to have to punt it away. Okay, we're going to simulate to next quarter. It's going to be fast. And the Browns are going to score a touchdown. Browns have a 7-0 lead. We're going to advance to the next quarter, and they have 14-0 lead. Can they upset the 16-1 Philadelphia Eagles? We're going to go play-by-play now. And Harold Fannin drops a pass. And we're going to kick a field goal, but we're up by 3 scores now. We should have this locked up. They can score a touchdown here, but they do. They're going to kick the extra point for a 7-17 deficit, and they kick an onside kick. It's recovered by Maxon Hook, who looks like he was on the Philadelphia Eagles earlier this year. We picked him up, and he's making big plays in the Super Bowl. And we should be able to just run this ball out, and we're going to win the game. Mahomes kneels it, and we're going to be Super Bowl champions. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl in his first ever year, his rookie year, against the 16-1 Eagles on the Cleveland Browns. What a season. And that's insane. You bring a team who's never won a Super Bowl before and known for being awful to the Super Bowl in your rookie year, and you win the Super Bowl by beating a 16-1 Eagles team. That's insane. Not a great game by Mahomes, but they got the win. That's all that matters. 200 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Judkins had a pretty solid game for the season. Fannin, 4 catches, 34 yards. Judkins was scoring all our touchdowns. On defense, 2 sacks for Malik Collins. Wow. Half for Alex Wright and Mason Graham. We got a pick with Sweshinger. Almost won Rookie of the Year. But yeah, Cleveland Browns are going to be Super Bowl champions. Here's the team after the Super Bowl. Looks like we lost Jack Conklin. He must have retired. On defense, looking the same. So CPU is going to handle everything. So we're going to simulate the offseason and see who we get in free agency, who we get in the draft. Hopefully our team's better than it was this year. Here it is. And we lost our guard. We don't have a center. We have to generate lineup, maybe. No, not as bad. We still have Njoku, a backup tight end. On defense, did we get any better? Not really. We lost Grant Delpit. We signed Arnold Ebiketie. Maybe that's good. And we got a rookie, Pace. On offense, do we have any good rookies? 71 overall tight ends. So I guess not. Mahomes, 97 overall. Offense is looking good around him. Judkins is up to an 88. This team still's got another shot at the Super Bowl. We finished the season 13-4, and we're going to be in the playoffs. We lost to the Ravens by 3 points last week, so we were close to being 14-3. The Chargers got the 1 seed over us. We're going to have to play the Bengals in the playoffs for the second straight year. Mahomes with another great season, almost 5,000 yards, 39 touchdowns. Still 10 receptions, and completion percentage is not good. On the ground, Judkins steals 21 touchdowns from us. Oh my gosh. 6 touchdowns on the ground for Mahomes, so that's his best rushing season so far. We got Marquise Brown somehow, and he probably won Offensive Player of the Year. Fannin, not as good as last year, but still a great season. On defense, we had 17 sacks from Myles Garrett, 7.5 from Graham and Mike Hall. Interceptions, 5 from Tyson Campbell. Yeah, this team's really good. Hopefully we win this playoff game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow is pretty good at beating Mahomes, but he wasn't able to do it last year. So let's see. We lost. We went 13-4, and we lost to the Cincinnati Bengals in the very first round. Joe Burrow outplayed him. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns. On the ground, yeah, not good. Dude, Judkins, 4 carries, 1 yard. That's gross. That's actually gross. Do we have anyone with negative rushing yards? No. Receiving, 136 yards for Judy. 3 touchdowns for Marquise Brown off 5 catches. We only got 1 sack. No picks. Disappointing end to the season. We're at Super Bowl week. We're going to check yearly awards and see who progressed. Patrick Mahomes wins his first MVP. So he's got 1 Super Bowl, 1 MVP. He needs 2 more Super Bowls, 2 more MVPs, and needs to break the Browns' all-time passing records. Marquise Brown went up to superstar. No one else gained dev trade on offense. On defense, Denzel Ward lost superstar. Dang. Mahomes still hasn't broken the Browns' records. Wait, he probably broke the season records, yeah. So he's got the season records done. He just needs to get the career records. We're going to advance to next season and see if the team looks better. Here's the team. We lost our guard. This guy must be a rookie. Oh, this is his second year. But we do have a rookie left tackle, 78 overall. He should be good. Marquise Brown's injured. He should be back next week, though. On defense, we didn't sign anyone. So we're going to go into the season with about the same team, probably worse because the offensive line is like bad. But we still got a shot at the Super Bowl as long as Mahomes doesn't die. We're in the playoffs, 11-6. We crushed the Cardinals 2 weeks ago. We're gonna play the 9-8 Dolphins. We're the 2 seed for the third straight year, I think. Here's Mahomes' season. Still can't get the good pass completion percentage. 10 interceptions is all right, but 5,000 yards again. Great year. And Judkins just keeps stealing the touchdowns. Mahomes got 2 on the ground. Through the air. Fannin, 648. Only 1 touchdown for him. But all our other receivers, we had 3,000-yard, double-digit touchdown receivers. On defense, 16 sacks from Mason Graham. 12.5 from Garrett, 11 from Ebiketie. This might be the best all-around season so far. Here's what the team looks like. Jerry Jeudy's currently injured, but we should be back next week. Our rookie left tackle is all right, but offensive line doesn't look as bad as it started at the beginning of the season. It still looks bad, but Schlesinger's hurt. That's not good. Only 1 week, though. We have a 77 overall rookie edge, too. If we win, we make it to the divisional round for the second time in Mahomes' career. And Josh Allen is the number 1 seed right now. So Mahomes is undefeated versus Josh Allen in the playoffs. So if we play them, we should win, right? We're going to advance next week. And hopefully we beat the Miami Dolphins and make it to our second divisional game of Patrick Mahomes' career. And we won. Absolute domination. 31-6. Gosh. We're taking on the Denver Broncos. And if we win, I'm assuming we're going to play Josh Allen and the Bills. Let's see. Did we beat the Denver Broncos? We didn't. We lost. Disappointing ending to Patrick Mahomes' third year. We're at Super Bowl week. Team didn't get any extra dev traits on offense. On defense, Mason Graham got superstar and Ronnie Hickman up to superstar. Yearly awards, Mahomes came in second for MVP. It's the beginning of the 2028 NFL season now. And we're going to simulate 5 years into the future, so to 2033. Our offensive line looks disgusting. I know our tackles hurt, but this actually looks gross. Like, I'm not even lying. On defense, we did not sign anyone. So we're going to simulate 5 years into the future and see if Mahomes can win any more MVPs, any more Super Bowls, and if he can break the Browns' all-time passing record. We're in 2033 now. Here's what the team's looking like. Mahomes still a 99 X Factor. Judkins, 98 X Factor. We have 2 backup running backs that are superstar. Receiver core is not the best, but Harold Fannin is still here. 92 overall star. I can't wait to check his seasons that he's had. We still got that rookie tackle from a while ago. He's up to an 88. On defense, our defense looks insane. This might be the best linebacker trio since Peter Boulware, Ray Lewis, and Sharper. And now it's time to check Mahomes' stats. He's had some pretty good years. Every year has been over 4,900 yards. Always had 30 plus touchdowns. He had a 90-yard touchdown last year. How's his completion percentage? He got his completions percentage up. He had 2 years with 67, one with 68. Yeah, pretty good seasons. He better have won MVP this year. 5,300 yards, 37 touchdowns, only 6 picks. He better won that year. He had 3 straight years where his longest touchdown pass was 70 yards. That's actually kind of crazy. Now it's time to check his awards. He's got one, two MVPs, three MVPs. He got three MVPs and two best quarterbacks. So if you complete the MVP goal, he got one Super Bowl that we know of. We're going to check and see if he's won any more since we simulated. We're checking league history. In 2032, it was the Buccaneers who came out on top. 2031, Bengals won. 2030, we made it, but we lost to the New York Giants. 2029, the Chargers got the win. 2028, we beat the Seattle Seahawks. We won 2 Super Bowls, and I think that's going to be it. Green Bay Packers, yeah. So we have 2 Super Bowls. He still needs one more, and I think we might have the Browns' career record. Yep, 300 touchdowns, 40,000 passing yards. He upped the season record, so the only thing he has to do now is win a Super Bowl, and then he's completed all his goals. Quinshon Judkins also has the rushing touchdown record. Judy broke the receiving yard record and receptions. Myles Garrett pulled away in sack record. So this Browns team kind of dominated. Here's the offense, and here's the defense. And we're going to simulate to the playoffs, and hopefully we make it there. We went 9-8 and we missed the playoffs. How is our defense 32nd in points per game? This defense right here gave up the most points per game in the entire league. I don't understand. I don't like it how in Madden, 5 years in the future, every team's just stacked. Every team's a 93 overall. It makes it not as fun. Here's Mahomes' stats. Pretty good year. Bad for how he's been playing, but 6 rushing touchdowns is not bad. Through the air, our leading receiver was Arthur. Harold Fannin, 444 yards. Not a good season for him. Riley Callahan, 13 touchdowns. On defense, sack leader was Mason Graham. Jesse Miranda behind him. Not an awesome year. Our team's up to a 92 overall. I'm going to advance to next season and see how much better our team is. Here's our team. We don't have any receivers. Our receivers are not good. Mahomes still a 99. Fannin's a 91. On defense, we have 3 X Factor linebackers. We lost our safety. Yeah, the defense doesn't look as good. We still have a 75 overall X Factor. But hopefully we go make a Super Bowl run here. It's 89 overall, so it's all right. But I feel like we're going to have to do it soon. Mahomes is officially 30 years old, so he's still maxed out 99, but we're going to have to win a Super Bowl soon. We're at the playoffs. Let's see if we made it. We're here, 9-8, up to a 92 overall. Not bad. Mahomes, another 5,000-yard year, 39 touchdowns, 12 picks. Meh. On the ground, 700 yards, only 5 touchdowns for Judkins. 2 touchdowns for Mahomes. Who was our best receiver? Duncan Spiegel had 1,500 yards. Riley Callahan, 13 touchdowns. Almost 700 yards for Fannin. Solid. On defense, 13 and a half sacks for Gates, 8.5 for Miranda. Solid year. We're higher overall than them, but they do have a better record than us. I'm going to advance next week. Hopefully we win. And we lost 27-24. It's disappointing. And we got a weekly award for Mahomes. Okay, we're going to just advance to next year and advance straight to the playoffs. We're here at the playoffs. Did we make it? We did. 10-7. We're going to be playing division rival Baltimore Ravens. We're going to advance to next week. Hopefully we beat the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, we're at next week. And we lost. Of course we lost. Of course. Of course we lost. Number 2 defense in points. We give up 13 points. Number 5 offense in points. Puts up 3 points in the playoffs when it actually matters. Cool. Cool. We're in 2036 now. Judkins is still here. I'm actually surprised about that. Fannin still here, 85 overall. Mahomes still 99. He is definitely going down, though, because we're using skill points. Schlesinger is also still here. I mean, this is the same team as last year. We should be able to do it. This is probably our last chance for sure, though. If we don't win, then we'll probably never get back to the Super Bowl. So we're going to advance to the playoffs. This is our last shot. And hopefully I see you there. And they are playing the Cincinnati Bengals, who we played the first 2 seasons. We made the playoffs. Mahomes, an amazing year. 45 touchdowns, 5,439 yards, 5 interceptions, 70 completion percentage. This might be his best season of his career, and he's in his 30s now, which matters a lot in Madden. No touchdowns on the ground, though. Receiving, Spiegel, 1,600 yards, 10 touchdowns. Fannin, 630 and 6 touchdowns. He's 32 now. On defense, Schlesinger didn't lead us in tackles this year, but yeah, our defense was not very good this year. We didn't have anyone with double-digit picks. Here's Mahomes' career stats. After Mahomes' awesome season, he's going to make the playoffs, and he has to play the Cincinnati Bengals, who I doubt Joe Burrow is still here. Hopefully he can get the win. And he lost. Of course. Why not? Won his 4th MVP of his career over Drake May, who's still playing. Any other guys up here that are still playing? Nope. Drake May and Mahomes, top 2 MVP in 2036. Here's the team. In 2037, we officially lost Judkins. We lost Harold Fannin. I'm assuming they both retired. On defense, Schlesinger's gone, so very, very sad offseason. We lost our three of our legends on Browns history all in one season. But let's go win a Super Bowl for them. Let's do it. We made it 9-8. We're playing the 9-8 Tennessee Titans. We are the 4th seed. We won our division. So maybe we got a shot this year. Here's the Titans roster. They still have Oluwafemi Oladejo, 94 overall X Factor cornerback. So he's going to be tough to handle. Gene Alcoin at strong safety. Running back, very good as well. Their quarterback is Sam Malone. So he's pretty good. The receivers, yeah. This team's probably better than ours, but X Factor tight end too. So this is what I'm talking about. Teams are so stacked in the future in Madden. It's not fun when every team's good. We're gonna sim to next week, and hopefully we get another playoff game for Mahomes' career. And we lost. Mahomes is 33 now, so this was probably his last chance. He's probably gonna retire this offseason, and we're gonna fail the challenge, aren't we? I'm scrolling through the retired players, and I don't see Mahomes. Mason Graham officially retired. Carson Sweshinger retired, but I do not see Mahomes. So we might have one more year, one more shot at this. Cam Pace retired, but yeah, we're gonna be able to. We got one more shot at this. It's officially 2038. Our team's a 90 overall. This is probably Mahomes' last year. I think he's 34 years old. So this is gonna be it for his career. Because players don't play past 35. So maybe he'll have one more year. But this is probably it. We're gonna send to the playoffs. Hopefully Mahomes goes on one last playoff run. We made the playoffs. We're 11-6, playing 8-9 Texans. So we lost our last two games of the season. So we were 11-4 at one point. Not bad. Here's what the offense looks like. And then on defense looks alright, I guess. But this team should be able to beat 8-9 Texans, I would hope. This is probably Mahomes' last season, so we got to at least get one playoff run win. And we lost, of course. Of course. We made the playoffs like the last 5 years, and we got first rounded every single year. The 8-9 7 seed Texans made it to the Super Bowl, and their first Super Bowl of all time, by the way. And they lost to the Commanders, but that's actually kind of crazy. An 8-9 7 seed makes the Super Bowl and almost wins. 2038 retirements. Let's see. Did Mahomes retire? Still don't see him. Tyler Loop, Isaiah Thomas, Oluwafemi Oladejo, Drake May retired. Do we see Mahomes anywhere? I don't see him. Is he going to stick around for another year? Jihad Campbell. We just passed Browns, so no way. Mahomes is going to stay for another year. Okay, I know I've said this many times, but this is probably Mahomes' last year. Why? Dude, this guy's a tight. We don't. Our receivers are actually so bad. 98 overall Mahomes is going to have to deal with 76 overall Jared McCain. Jared McCain made the NFL. What is. He's a tight end and he's playing receiver, so now we don't have a tight end. These two guys are offensive line, I'm assuming. Yeah, this 80 overall left tackles are tight end too. And then on defense, it's actually all right. But on offense, if Mahomes wins a Super Bowl with whatever this team is, he deserves to be named the GOAT. Made the playoffs at 9-8. So I guess Mahomes did fine with whatever the heck his receivers were. This guy is actually the GOAT. 4,881 yards and 36 touchdowns with those receivers. On the grounds, Boatwright was fine. Receiving, Dan Davidson, 15. This is like his Tyreek Hill. 5'9", 15 touchdowns. And yeah, no one else really did anything. We had three guys with 600, about four guys with 600 yards. Here's Mahomes' career stats. What a career. Might be the greatest of all time. He's playing the Buffalo Bills, who he's a higher overall then, but they're the 2 seed, we're the 7 seed, so I don't see this happening, but maybe it will. We won. We won. Oh my gosh, we actually won. 23-20 versus the Buffalo Bills. But I can't be excited because we're playing the 16-1 Denver Broncos. Mahomes in his rookie season beat a 16-1 team in the Super Bowl. So, it's still possible. They are the same overall. We got to check out their team though. QB Chuck Lane, that's right, the guy who stole the MVP from Mahomes a couple years ago. Dimitri Middleton at running back, 82 85s. At wide receiver, 99 overall, X Factor Salvador Barron. Their number 2 is 89 overall, and he's injured. So, 84 overall tight end. This team's all right. The offensive line isn't even that good, but maybe their defense is good. Yeah, they're the good edge rushing duo. Their top 2 defensive tackles are injured, so they're a very injured team. Maybe we got a chance with how injured they are. Their linebacker core is pretty solid. Their will is injured too. If we do win, we would be playing a 5 or 6 seed Raiders or Chiefs, who the Chiefs, Mahomes was on in real life, but he should have been drafted by the Browns. It'd be cool if he played the Chiefs if they win. I doubt they do win, but if they do, be a good team to play. Did they beat the 16-1 Denver Broncos? They did. Oh my gosh. They beat the Broncos 34-13. Listen, guys, I'm going to go to schedule, playoff schedule. Look, I did not play it. I did not force win. I promise you. I didn't play it. I didn't force win. I didn't force win for the Bills game. Mahomes is actually going on a run to end off his career. And you know what's even funnier? He's playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Conference Championship game. Okay, we are higher overall than the Kansas City Chiefs. Same record as them. Hopefully we can beat them. It would be awesome if we could beat them. Okay, I don't know if we beat them yet. So we're going to scroll through the right and see if we beat them. Well, their QB threw for 384 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that's not good. Okay, I didn't see on the right side, so we're going to have to view the playoff bracket. If we won, we're playing the 14-3 Cardinals in the Super Bowl. We lost. We lost 26-20. We're checking retirements. Let's see. He would be down towards the bottom. He might be the only real player left. Nope. Malachi Starks retired. Tyler Booker retired. Both rookies in Madden 26. Will Reichard retired. Come on. Tell me Mahomes is still playing. I didn't see him retire. Oh my gosh. Is Mahomes playing another year? He's still on the Browns roster. This offense is actually looking insane. If he stays around for another year, they might actually have a chance. The team's looking good. Well, we're going to advance to next season. Hopefully he's still here, and they could have a shot at a Super Bowl. Mahomes, 95 overall in 2040. They did draft a QB, but he's only 64 overall. Up to 36 years old. I know I've said it so many times, but this is probably his last year. Very positive it is. Because I think he's the only real player left. The offense is looking good. On defense, not as good as last year, but we still got a shot. Roberts is hurt, so our D-line is actually going to be pretty good this year. Still great cornerback, but this is Mahomes last year. I'm saying it with confidence. This is his last year. So Jackson Dart is still here. Down to an 81 overall X factor still. At running back, no one's here. So Charlie Smythe and Jackson Dart are the only real players left in the league. And I don't know why, but there's a 96 overall punter on the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, I don't know what are his ratings. He's got 92 kick power, 97 kick accuracy, and 98 awareness. Okay, for another experiment, I'm going to try and trade for this guy. So if we throw in a 5th round pick, do we get a 96 overall punter? Oh my gosh, it puts them over the cap. So what if we take someone bad? We would get rid of Cap, or I might just turn Cap Room off because this is probably his last year anyway. So if you offer a 5th round pick for a 96 overall punter, will you get him? Nope, not even close. What about a 4th? Nope. And they accept it. So it takes a 3rd round pick and a 4th round pick from the next year to get a 96 overall punter. Now that we have our 96 overall punter, we're going to sim to the playoffs, and hopefully we make it there for Mahomes' last year. We're in the playoffs, 11-6. We're playing the Houston Texans again. We're the 2 seed once again. Broncos, 1 seed once again. Texans, 7 seed once again. Raiders, 5 seed once again. This playoff bracket looks almost identical to last year. Almost 5,000 yards for Mahomes, 30 touchdowns, 70 completion percentage. Receiving, Dan Davidson still balling out. Enrique Castillo, 111 catches. Tight end, Jay McCain, 672 yards. On defense, a couple guys with double-digit sacks. Any picks? No picks. We had 2 picks. That's disgusting. Our defense sucked this year, like always. And our offense isn't even that good. But can Mahomes carry a team in his final season to the Super Bowl? We're 4 overall higher than them. Can we get it done? We won 24-21. Just barely beat the Houston Texans. I forgot to check our 96 overall punter stats. He had 40 punts, averaged 51 yards a punt inside the 20, only 6 touchbacks, 12. He punted to 69 yards. What a beast. Okay, now we're playing the 91 overall Tennessee Titans. We are only 1 overall higher than them, and if we win, we probably will have to play the 1 seed Denver Broncos. But right now, we got to worry about winning. Can we get it done in Mahomes' final year? Bang! We won 31-14. Oh my gosh, Mahomes could actually do this. We're playing the 13-4 Denver Broncos, so at least they're not 16-1 this time. But we did beat them last year. We're 2 overall higher than them. So, hey, I'm just saying, there's a shot. We're at next week. Did we beat the Denver Broncos? If we did, we'll have to be playing the 13-4 Carolina Panthers. Oh, they showed Chuck Lane. He threw for 4 touchdowns. That doesn't seem very good. Playoff bracket. Well, we're going to advance to the offseason and see if Mahomes finally retired. 2040 retirements. Let's see if Mahomes retired. Or Jackson Dart or Cam Smythe. I still don't. Jackson Dart retired. Did Mahomes stick around? That Cam Little retired. I didn't see him. And there he is. 24 years. He officially retired. We failed the challenge, but awesome career. Career stats: 81,000 yards, 602 passing touchdowns. What a career. We couldn't win his third Super Bowl, but two Super Bowls. I think he had four MVPs. One, two, three. Yeah, four MVPs, two Super Bowls. Absolute legend. Number one quarterback of all time. Drake May is behind him. Josh Allen, Lamar. He's for sure going to make the Hall of Fame. What an amazing career. So, if the Browns drafted him, he would have still led them to two Super Bowls. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, comment, subscribe. Please comment any video ideas. I promise that I will make them. But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's going to be it for this video. I hope you have a great day. Peace.